Hello students, I am Nitika. Today we will take up our new chapter, The Land of Dense Forest. In your previous chapter, you all learned about different heat zones of Earth. So let us recall it once. From this diagram, you can see that area lying between 23.5 degree north and 23.5 degrees south is your torrid zone, and area between 23.5 degree to 66.5 degree north and south we have temperate zone, and from 66.5 degree toward pole we have frigid zone in both the hemisphere. Look at this figure and think which zone will receive maximum sun rays. So let me tell you all that this equatorial region, or we call it torrid zone, receive maximum sunlight. This region has hot and wet climate, and the region between 5 degree north to 5 degree south receives maximum rainfall because of heat, which will be explained you in this chapter. Look at this image. We have Amazon rainforest in South America, Congo rainforest in Central Africa, and Indonesian rainforest in Southeast Asia. This is very important slide, students. Please concentrate. This will not only help you in this chapter but also in the upcoming chapters. So let's start. Torrid zone. This zone is also known as tropical zone. It receives direct sunlight. Rainfall occurs daily in the evening time. It has thick dense forest and marshy land. It has wide range of biodiversity. Now let me tell you what is biodiversity. Biodiversity is the number and type of plants and animals that exist in a particular area. बायोडाइवर्सिटी क्या होता है? बायोडाइवर्सिटी एक पर्टिकुलर एरिया में डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ एनिमल एंड प्लांट को एग्जिस्ट करते हैं, दैट इज एक साथ रहते हैं. क्लियर? उसे एक पर्टिकुलर एरिया का बायोडाइवर्सिटी कहते हैं. एंड जैसे जैसे हम इक्वेटर से पोल की तरफ बढ़ते हैं बायोडाइवर्सिटी कम होती जाती है. जैसे जैसे हम इक्वेटर से पोल की तरफ बढ़ते हैं बायोडाइवर्सिटी कम होती जाती है. दैट इज वेरिएशन ऑफ प्लांट एंड एनिमल in that area reduces when we move from equator to pole. Clear? Now moving toward the temperate zone. It has moderate temperature, that is neither too hot nor too cold. It has 4 annual seasons: spring, summer, autumn and winter. It has average rainfall and biodiversity. Means in comparison to torrid zone, this area receives less rainfall, जिसकी वजह से यहाँ पर प्लांट कम ग्रो करते हैं एंड बायोडाइवर्सिटी भी कंपैरेटिवली कम होती है. Now we will study about frigid zone. It has this region has very cool temperature. It receives slanting rays of sun. You can see that when sun rays fall in this region, it receives slanting sun rays throughout the year. The rainfall is there is no rainfall, or it is equivalent to negligible. Now the plant here is thorny or conical. Now look at this globe. This is Africa and this region is Central Africa. The equator passes through Central Africa. DRC. The DRC is the second largest country in Africa after Algeria. Now look at this Africa continent. जैसे इंडिया एक कंट्री है, वैसे ही अल्जीरिया, कॉन्गो, सूडान एसेट्रा भी एक कंट्री हैं इन अफ्रीका. अल्जीरिया इज द लार्जेस्ट कंट्री एंड DRC is the second largest country. It has an area of about 23.5 lakh square kilometer. That is equivalent to 1/4 area of USA. The equator passes through the northern part of the country. Now see in the map. The equator passes through the northern part of the country Congo. जैसे इंडिया एक कंट्री है, वैसे ही इस अफ्रीकन कॉन्टिनेंट में डिफरेंट कंट्रीज दिख रही है आपको, है ना. फॉर योर नॉलेज लेट मी टेल यू, अफ्रीका इज ओनली द कॉन्टिनेंट जिससे ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर, इक्वेटर एंड ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैप्रिकॉर्न तीनों पास करके जाते हैं. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. नाउ मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. लोकेशन. द कंट्री इज लोकेटेड इन सेंट्रल अफ्रीका. In the previous slide, I told you about this topic. It is surrounded by 9 countries. Okay, that is Republic of Congo, Central African Republic. It is surrounded by 9 countries. That is Republic of Congo, Central African Republic. Central African Republic, South Sudan, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Tanzania, Zambia, Angola. Now moving further to land. River Congo, the second longest river in Africa, flows through the equator. Clear? This is the river that crosses equator twice. Just look at the length of the river. It starts from one side of the country and then crosses the equator twice. And after that, it falls in the Atlantic Ocean. This river is known as हाईवे ऑफ सेंट्रल अफ्रीका. क्यों? ये एक साइड से शुरू होती है एंड पूरे कंट्री को कवर करते हुए दूसरे एंड पे ख़त्म होती है। द कंट्री लाइज इन द सेंटर ऑफ रिवर बेसिन। अब रिवर बेसिन क्या होता है? किसी रिवर के सराउंडिंग एरिया को उसका रिवर बेसिन कहते हैं। इज दैट क्लियर? विच इज़ द वास्ट लो लाइंग एरिया कवर्ड विथ रेन फॉरेस्ट. It is surrounded by mountains and plateaus. Towards the northeast lies the Ruwenzori mountain. Mount Margarita is the highest peak in this range. Margherita, it is named after the Queen Margherita of Italy. The country has 4 major lakes. Okay, Albert, Edward, Kivu and Tanganyika. These lake lies along the eastern boundary of the country. You can see it is in the east side of the country. Climate. The country has an equatorial climate. मैंने आपको बताया है it lies on equator. That is why it has equatorial climate. It is very hot and rainy throughout the year. Clear? Humidity is high. क्यों humidity high होती है? क्योंकि यहाँ frequently rainfall होता रहता है, which make it uncomfortable all the time. Morning are generally pleasant. At noon, the temperature is very high and the heat is unbearable. Gradually, cloud build up, resulting in heavy rainfall in the afternoon. Evening and night are cool and comfortable. As it lies in the equatorial region, so this process of heavy rainfall occur on daily basis, and at many places it is also known as 4 p.m. rainfall. You can see in this image daily rainfall होती रहती है, तो कितनी dense रेन फॉरेस्ट क्रिएट होते हैं. See, you can see in both the images. Vegetation. In hot and humid region, trees and other plant grow quickly. Why? क्योंकि यहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा रेनफॉल होती है. द फॉरेस्ट हैव अ लार्ज वैरायटी ऑफ ट्रीज. मैंने आपको थर्ड साइड में बताया था कि इक्वेटोरियल रीजन में द फॉरेस्ट हैव अ लार्ज वैरायटी ऑफ ट्रीज. मैंने आपको थर्ड स्लाइड में बताया था कि इक्वेटोरियल रीजन में बायोडाइवर्सिटी बहुत ज़्यादा है. सो वी फाइंड अ वाइड वेरी लार्ज वैरायटी ऑफ trees in this region. Most of the trees are tall and form a dense canopy of top. Canopy क्या होता है? Canopy is the upper part of tree that provide shade, as you can see in the image. And because this region receive heavy rainfall, forests are very dense. Now look at this image. These people are facing problem while they are passing through this rainforest, and just look at the height of the trees. This is all because of daily rainfall. These forests are so dense that it is difficult to pass through them. मैंने आपको अभी बताया है about this. Even sunlight cannot pass through it. These forests remain green throughout the year, and we called it evergreen forest. It is important line. Many times it is asked that why they are called the evergreen forest. Wildlife. As earlier I told you that it has a wide variety of animals and plant. You can see here a wide variety of animals. Now let us read. The forests are rich in wildlife. Gorillas, chimpanzee, monkey, baboons are found here. Marshy lands are home to the hippopotamus, rhinoceros and the elephant. The river and lake are full of crocodiles, alligator and fish. Okapis and antelope are found in the forest of Italy. Lion, cheetah, hyenas, giraffe and buffaloes live in the grassland. Pelicans, duck, owl and eagle are some of the birds found here. Economic resources. Economic resources. Farming is the main occupation. Forestry, fishing and livestock rearing are other occupation. Large areas under forest have been cleared for farming. The main food crop cultivated are rice, maize and cassava. Farmers also grow cash crops such as cocoa, coffee, tobacco, cotton, rubber and oil palm. Some cash crops are exported to other countries. The method of farming are traditional and primitive. Now see in the flow diagram, economic resources is divided into farming and mineral. Farming is further divided into food crop and cash crop. Now let us know that what food crop means. Food crop is that crop which is grown for the purpose of food. Clear? And cash crop are those crops that we grow for the purpose of earning cash. Clear? This cash crop are mainly used for the purpose of export. Minerals are found in this region are minerals that are found in this region are listed here, like gold, cobalt, copper, silver, zinc, etc. Now most industries are based on agricultural raw materials. Some products such as shoes and textile are manufactured in these cities. Life of the people. The country is thinly populated. Most people live in scattered village. Some people have migrated to town to work in mines and factories. Cassava, a root crop, is the staple food of the people. Staple means main food of the people. It is dried and pounded into flour. The flour is used to make bread. Clear? Fish is an important part of their diet. The Bantu people constitute a majority of population. They are tall and have curly hair. You can see in the image that they are tall and they have curly hairs. They speak language belonging to large Bantu language group. Clear? You can see in this map that the area covered by the Bantu people. These people follow traditional lifestyle. They enjoy music and dance. You can see in the image which is given here. On special occasion, they wear colorful dress. Pygmies. Pygmies are the original inhabitant of the country. They are known as Bambuti and Mabuti. They are very short, less than 150 centimeter tall. It means that they are around 5 feet in height. The European who ruled the country in the past has driven the pygmies into forest where they lived by hunting and gathering food. जब यूरोपियन ने कंट्री पे रूल किया तो ये जो पिग्मीज थे उनको इन्होंने फॉरेस्ट में छोड़ दिया, तो उनके पास सिर्फ एक ऑप्शन बचा था, हंटिंग करना, और उसी के थ्रू वो अपने फूड क्रिएट कर मतलब फूड की गैदरिंग करते थे. The few pygmies who still remain live mostly in Ituri forest in the northeast. They live in huts and move about in search of food. They still led a primitive life. You can see they are the pygmies. Transport. The country has a poor land transport system. You can see the image and you can know that what is the condition of road over there. The dense forest of the country have made it difficult to build railways and roads. You have seen in the previous slide the condition of the dense forest. Only some parts of the country have road and railways, but these are not maintained properly. The country has a wide network of river. Look at this image. The country has wide network of river. So, river transport become the chief mean of travel. Air transport is very effective way to travel in this vast country. The country has more than 200 airports. This means of transport is fast becoming popular. Now moving further to cities. About 30% of the total population live in town and cities. Kinshasa is the capital and the largest city of DRC. Clear? It is also an important commercial and industrial center. Lubumbashi is the main city in the mineral-rich region. Other big cities are Kananga, Kishangani, Likashi, Kikwit. Matadi is a port city. You can see in the map. It is a region located in the coastal region. Coastal region, yes. The country is now developing so fast. Money earned from the export is being used to improve the infrastructure and to provide facilities to the people. Thank you. That's all for the day. And if you have any query, please do let me know.